How many of y'all has never been to a strip club before? Raise your hands. You're lying. Because I know a lot of people have been to strip clubs. I know a lot of people, if it's not on a regular basis, you've thought about going to one and you just so happen to drive by one at 1 o'clock in the morning and decided, let me go inside and see what it's all about, what the rave is all about, because my friends have said something about it. So let me go see exactly what it's about. And you walk in there, you sit down, you get a couple of ones, you start having drinks. Next thing you know, you're broke. Is that what happens? Is that what truly happens in the strip clubs? I wouldn't know because I've never been to a strip club. Yeah, I'm lying. I used to be a regular at certain strip clubs. And when I say regular, I'm not talking about every weekend. No. When I was out with the fellas, of course, we would find things to do, especially when we were partying. When I was at that stage of my life, I used to party a lot. So yes, we would go to the strip clubs and enjoy ourselves, throw some money, go broke, all that good stuff that people do. But what happens when you go there to have a good time, see some women dance, throw some ones, throw some money, enjoy yourself, have some drinks, and shots are fired? It's not the first time. Certainly isn't the second time or the third we will hear about this, because it happens more often than we know. Sometimes it's just never reported. I've been in situations before in the strip club where I saw guys sitting down at a table and they had guns on them. Yeah, they had guns on them. Now, of course, at the age that I'm at now, I would never party at places like this anymore. Why? Because I like to go home in one piece. I don't want that ride in an ambulance or a coroner's van. I would like to make it home at the end of the night. So why put yourself in certain situations that you know you may not get out of or be able to go home in one piece? So I don't. But yes, I've sat there with the guys who had the guns on their waist, wondering, how in the hell did he get this gun in here? We got searched at the door, but obviously my man sitting next to me didn't. And this is exactly what happens at this lovely strip club in Pinerest, where shots were fired. I'm not sure why. Of course, it's probably for a dumbass reason, but I'll let them tell it.
And today, a strip club shot up. The video shows the moments bullets fly outside of the strip club in Pinerest. The frightening incident happening this morning after two men were shown the door by management. And Local 10's 𝗪𝗏 live now outside the club with our exclusive today. Rush.
Wait until you see and hear this video. Shot after shot after shot at the club. And we're not talking about shots of whiskey here. We're talking about gunshots. And that's what had Pinerest police so concerned, but boy, were they quick to respond. Stirring up trouble at 𝗪𝗏𝗄𝗧𝗍, a strip club in Pinerest. Just take a listen to that again.
The management's calling because they have a dispute with some patrons that they had to throw out.
Pinerest Police Chief Jason Cohn.
As our officer is approaching, he actually hears 5 gunshots go off as he's approaching the building.
Oh, 5? That's it? Just 5 gunshots? He said gunshot after gunshot. And what exactly is this are they driving? Is this the Lambo truck? I believe this is the Lambo truck. So they obviously have some money. And what would have happened if the police officer that's in there came out shooting? They would have been dead. That's exactly what would have happened. Trust me. I've been to the strip clubs like Magic City, where they didn't just have a police officer at the door, a police officer over here on this corner. No, they had an army in there. And I'm talking about ARs and shotguns. Yes, I repeat, these were men that were ready for battle. They came prepared. They had ARs, they were vested, and extra magazines. So if something like this was to pop off, guess what would have happened? They would have sprayed the car up and these gentlemen would have been dead. But you know why they did what they did? Because where's the security? Where's the security over here? You don't see any, do you? So of course they're able to get in their cars, grab their guns and start shooting into the club, which then what? Endangers the lives of the ladies that are in there, endangers the lives of the employees, the officers, the owners, and even the patrons. which is not fair to the people who aren't involved in this bullshit. And I guarantee you it was probably because one of them or both of them probably got a little handsy with the dancers, and so security asked them to leave. The owner asked them to leave. But again, the safety of the patrons is solely in the owner's hands. And looking out here, look outside. What do you see? You don't see no cop cars. You don't see no security in the front door. So that's exactly why this occurred. This happened. And it's going to continue happening at this strip club until they do something about it.
The video you can hear seconds after the gunfire, the sirens of Pinerest police literally a block away. This group was not going to get far.
The officer goes into pursuit mode, tries to stop the car. The car just...
Oh, so the officers showed up at the scene before they even got to drive off. That's what the case was. So I don't even think there were officers inside of the strip club. And when I say officers, I'm talking about off-duty officers, of course, who moonlight as security. We know this happens. But obviously it doesn't even look like there were any security in there because nobody ran out. And of course, you're going to say, why would they run towards the gunfire? Because they're security. That's their job. Ta-da! They have vests, they have guns, that's their job. They're supposed to protect the establishment and the people inside of it. So why cower and hide behind the couch in there or one of the dancing ladies?
Does not stop. It whips a U-turn at about 123rd 100 block at US 1 and then goes west down 120.
In the Lambo
so
truck.
They ended up going right off the road and wrecking the car.
This could have been a deadly situation. The
Yeah, that's a
club
Lambo
was
truck.
open early this morning with people inside. So what in the world started all of this?
Hey, you know what's crazy? Whenever I see men carrying these purses, I never trust them. I repeat, whenever I see men carrying these purses, I never trust them. And they try to carry it in a cool, fashionable way. They try to carry it, oh yeah, this is just for fashion. I'm looking cool. I might have some money in there. Nah, you ain't got no money in there. We know exactly what you're carrying. They're usually carrying a gun in there. That's just what it is. Because think about it. What's the reason for you to carry a damn purse around your chest? What do you have in there? Your makeup? What do you have in there? Gum? It makes no sense, does it? So we know that they're carrying something. This is the reason why I normally do not trust. When I'm around men who carry these purses, I normally don't trust them and I keep an eye on them. Don't get into an argument with one of these men that carry purses because I promise you, he most likely will pull something out of that bag and try to say that he feared for his life because let's be real, you're carrying a purse. You're probably a bitch, which means what? You're scared. You're probably scared. That's the reason why you carry that shit around with you all the time. And don't say, no, it might be for protection. No, I get it. It might be for protection. I'm one of those people that has a carry permit. But guess what, though? I don't carry mine in the purse.
A purple Lamborghini, all smashed up.
A few of the shots did hit the wall. Some of them did go into the window. And
oh, wow.
If somebody was standing back there,
they would have been
hit. Cops have arrested
killed.
2 people. They identify them as 𝗦𝗛𝗢𝗍𝗍 and 𝗪𝗏𝗪.
The message is that, look, if you have a dispute wherever you are and the management doesn't want you there and you have a complaint about it, there's ways to take this up. Very lucky for our officer that if he would have rolled up about 10 seconds earlier, that might have been a shootout between the officer and these guys.
Most definitely. Not to mention y'all asses can't drive because you ended up crashing the Lambo truck, you idiot. That Lambo truck cost some money, but that's the least of their worries because where are they going to end up? In jail. Now, they're lucky they didn't hit anyone, and I might have to say that the people in there were lucky they weren't hit because someone could have died. Now, are they going to do some real time? I'm not sure. I don't know what the laws are in Pinerest. You know that different states, different laws. So I'm not sure what the laws are. And some places are more or less lax on crime than others. Some places would have thrown the book at them. I'm not sure, but I will probably try to follow this story and bring it back to y'all so we know exactly what happened to these 2 men who were probably handsy in the strip club with some of the dancers and they were asked to leave because we all know what happens when you start drinking and you get a little bit of alcohol in you. That daredevil comes out and you get that liquid courage in you. Guess what? You do stupid shit like get in your car, grab your gun and start firing at an establishment. Trust me, I've been there. I've been in those clubs where men had guns. I've been in the clubs where there were two different gangs. Yes, gangs, rivals, ops as they call themselves. And they were looking at each other. What do you want to do? Let's pop it off right now. Luckily, nothing happened. No, I'm lying. I know of a shootout in a club before, and the young lady was hit, which means what? Hey, we got to stop the bullshit, especially men who have firearms while drinking. This is the reason why you're not allowed to have a firearm near, close to, or inside of any establishment that serves alcohol. And it makes so much sense because we act dumb and we act stupid as people when we get a little bit of alcohol in us and there are firearms around. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.